everybody, and welcome to Doctor Who Review. I'm your host, Morgan McAvoy, and today I'll be talking about Episode 3 of Season 2 of Doctor Who, The Well. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, then you might want to stop watching. Because remember, spoilers. I didn't blame Belinda for worrying about her parents since the doctor still can't get her home, which made her worried that something bad happened to Earth. So when the doctor told Belinda that he wants to meet her parents and promised her that he would get her home, it made me hope that we'll get to see that happen. Normally, I would be wondering if Belinda's parents are characters that we know, but after the mystery surrounding Ruby's birth mother last season, I don't want to get my hopes up. But I did love the doctor's reaction when he realized that Belinda was starting to like traveling with him, since she was excited to see what kind of outfit she was going to wear next. When the doctor, Belinda, and the troopers they joined found all of the dead bodies and then met Alice, I couldn't help thinking that it was a good thing the doctor and Belinda were there, since Alice would probably have been killed if they weren't. Also, when Alice said that she killed her friend, but she only did it to defend herself because her friend and everyone else had gone crazy, it made me wonder if there was some kind of noise that made everyone go crazy. But since Alice is deaf, she didn't hear it. And in a way, I was kind of right, since the entity that had attached itself to Alice would usually whisper to its host, which would drive them crazy, but since Alice is deaf, she couldn't hear it. When no one knew what Earth or the human race was, I didn't blame the doctor or Belinda for how they reacted, since it sounded like Belinda's fears about something bad happening to Earth were right. But when the doctor found out that the planet they were on used to be called Midnight, and realized that he had dealt with the entity that Belinda saw behind Atlas before, it was clear that it was going to be very difficult to deal with it again. It was really annoying when Cassio kept moving around, which caused Alice to keep turning around, which caused the entity to kill a lot of the troopers. I understand that Cassio was panicking, but he should have listened when he was told to stop moving. He also should have listened to Alice in the first place and not test if the entity was really there. So even though the doctor didn't approve of Shia telling Alice where to stand so the entity would kill Cassio, It was the only way to stop him. When the doctor realized that the entity was afraid of its own reflection and was able to free Alice by creating a liquid mirror, it looked like everything was going to be okay. But before the doctor, Belinda, Shia, and Mo could leave, they realized that the entity had attached itself to Belinda. And it wasn't a surprise that the doctor told the entity to take him instead, since he obviously wasn't going to leave Belinda in that situation. So it was really sad when Shia was able to shoot Belinda in the right place so she would be revived, and the entity transferred itself to Shia, and Shia ran through the colony and sacrificed herself by falling into the well in order to destroy the entity. I really loved that throughout the entire episode, no matter how out of control things got, Shia never stopped trusting the doctor. When it was revealed that the person Mo was telling everything that happened to was Mrs. Flood, and Mrs. Flood asked Mo if the doctor had a vindicator, and was happy when Mo said that he did, it made me wonder if Mrs. Flood is trying to prevent whatever bad thing happens to Earth, and the doctor having a vindicator will help make that happen. There have been a lot of Mrs. Flood scenes that make it seem like she's the villain, but what if she isn't? Mrs. Flood has also been reminding me of Susan Triad from last season, since she's been showing up in every episode. Since the episode ended with the reveal that the entity is now attached to Mo, I was theorizing different ways that could be possible, and I also looked up online to see what other people were saying about the episode, and I didn't notice this while watching the episode, but I've seen people talk about the fact that when Alice and the two troopers are in the airlock screen says there's 4 life signs, even though there's only 3 people in the airlock, but no one else in the scene seemed to notice. So I'm wondering if there's more than one entity. The one attached to Shia when she sacrificed herself, and another one that was with Alice and the 2 troopers. Whatever the reason was, it makes me think of the typical horror movie ending when it looks like the villain is defeated, but then there's that one moment at the end that tells the audience, maybe not. I know that a lot of people didn't like Ruby last season, but I liked her, so I'm excited to see her in the next episode. But I'm wondering if the doctor and Belinda will see her, since in the promo for the next episode, they only show the Doctor and Belinda at least once, and they are currently having a hard time getting back to Earth. So maybe they're able to get to a day before May 24th? Or maybe, now that they charge the Vindicator, it'll get them to where they want to go. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, guys! If you saw the episode, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you want to see any of my previous Doctor Who reviews, check out the playlist. And if you want to see any of my future Doctor Who reviews, or any of my other future videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.